It's not the answer. The answer is getting 15 accounts. Let's go and talk to Gilbert in Tejas. You're on the air, Gilbert.
Yes, hi. Thanks for your great work.
Thank you.
Yes, I had a question. I went to a protest a couple years ago, and then after that, I went to the protest.
You went to an Al-Qaeda meeting. Any American meeting in a protest group is evil. Go ahead.
It was at the School of Americas, actually, and when I got back, a week and a half later, they threw me out of my bank, and they didn't want to tell me why, and I had done business with them for like 7 years, and I have more business. Pardon me?
Oh, yeah, you get Army spooks on you if you go to that Fort Benning, Georgia deal. They're now saying it's terrorism if you touch the fence, and you'll get like 20 years in jail. That's where they train people how to torture, how to rape children, and all the rest of it. That's all come out. That's your government, I guess the good guys, according to them. And, yeah, that's how they run black ops on you. What else happened to you?
Well, I asked them, well, if you're going to kick me out, can you at least tell me? And I talked to the manager. I talked to everybody. Nobody could tell me why they were kicking me out. I had to wait a week and talk to the person in Lubbock that was in charge of the entire bank. And then she finally gave me some technicality that I didn't sign a paper one time when I made 2 deposits, because I have 4 businesses in 2 different sides of the city, but my businesses are on different sides.
No, I hear
city.
you. I mean, it might be a coincidence, but probably not. They want to punish you for political action, so the word gets out, so people stop having political action. Here we go. Final segment.
Keeping perfectly still, but nobody wants.
Am I going to have to go into overdrive?
They can see that he's just a
Because I want to get to Dave, Vinny, Ryan, Buck, and Tom. Yeah, I got like 20 phone calls to make after the show. Okay, that's an exaggeration, like 15 or something. And then I've got a book interview I got to do with my ghostwriter. And I've got these 2 great sponsors I want to plug here. So we're just going to go into overdrive to respect these callers so we can get to all of them. I like this. I like taking phone calls on our own end and just taking them one after the other. It's John's fault that I don't go to him quicker. I'm joking. It's completely my fault. But for some reason, when I'm looking at him on screen, I tend to go to him faster. I have a sponsor I want to tell you about, Food Shortage USA. This teaches you how to store food yourself very economically. FoodShortageUSA.com, a new sponsor. Great folks, great package, great material. I want to take a moment out right now to tell all of you about an extremely important website, again, that I think all of you should be made aware of, FoodShortageUSA.com. Here's the thing. If you're like me, you have some doubts about the reliability of the country's food distribution system. You know that there are shortages ahead. You may be even engineered shortages ahead, which are going to mean soaring prices and perhaps even empty store shelves, and there's no doubt that's happening. Well, here's what you can do right now. Check out the Food Storage USA website. That's FoodShortageUSA.com. And watch the free video there that's on the site. You'll learn almost everyone is wrong about how they prepare for the coming food crisis. In a step-by-step approach for the average guy to get prepared for what's coming, I think it's the best part about this is you can get off the food grid yourself, even if you don't have a lot of money to spend. FoodShortage.USA. That's FoodShortageUSA.com. And then, of course, I want to tell you about New Vitality, the wonderful folks there. They are a great company around for decades and decades. They just have the mainline, high-quality herbs and vitamins and nutrients, trace minerals, things that are just known to really have good health effects, and things that are known to have, for thousands of years in some cases, treatments for different ailments. Go to newvitality.com or link through at Infowars.com if you forget that website name. Their banner is right there. It's the Aloe Ease Body Cleanse banner. You can also call them toll-free, 1-800-569-4056. Again, ladies and gentlemen, that number, aloe vera is so good for your guts, 1-800-569-4056. Or you can simply, as I said, go to newvitality.com. For those of you that have phones, 800-569-4056. And we are basically out of time for this main transmission. I do briefly, again, want to remind the listeners I'm a documentary filmmaker, and I have made 20 films. Executive produced another one. We are busy little bees here, as they say, and you can't count on the internet. Use it now. Use prisonplanet.tv and a monthly $5.95 membership now to download all my films, You can burn them to disk in high quality DivX versions, Flash, Windows, QuickTime. I mean, they really are super high quality with these new servers we have. And have a library of this. Have this material. Get the high quality DVDs. Order hard copies in the highest quality at Infowars.com. And know that having those hard copies of DVDs is so important. This knowledge is so important. So get Fabled Enemies, get Truth Rising, get Endgame, Blueprint for Global Enslavement at Infowars.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139. I had Nobel Prize winner Joseph Stiglitz on with bombshell economic news saying this may be worse than the Great Depression. And I had Dr. Paul Craig Roberts on about all the bankruptcies and bank closings. And I cover all the bank runs at the start of the show, and that retransmission starts now on the internet at one place, Infowars.com. So we'll be right back. In fact, we're going into overdrive at Infowars.com. So we'll be right back for everybody.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Be sure to visit GCNlive.com today.
Okay, John.
Take care, Alex.
Hey, great job. I'm going into overdrive here for the InfoWars listeners, and I will see you tomorrow. They ever get the phone system working up at the network?
Yeah, it works, but some of the extensions don't match up.
High quality.
So the database isn't quite there yet, but it's getting there.
All right. Hey, thanks a lot, brother.
Hey, anytime. Back to normal tomorrow.
All right, you can go ahead and disconnect me. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay. I love how he says bye-bye.
Some U.S. investigators believe that there are Israelis again very much engaged in spying in and on the U.S.
I'm aware that some Israeli citizens have.
Oh, huh. Okay, that's it with Genesis. Let's take these calls because I got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound and down, loaded up in trucking. All right, for TV viewers, PrisonPlanet.tv viewers, and Infowars.com listeners, I'm having my lunch, Horizon fat-free strawberry, and I threw some blueberries in here. So I'm going to have a 10-second break. We're going to your phone calls. You want to go ahead and start my intro music? Let's have some intro music here to officially, I joke and laugh a little bit because stuff is really gloomy. And my name's on the top of a government hit list. But they don't want to go after me till they move on everybody. They want to wait. It's your pension funds. It's your future they're after. And by God, they're going to get them. Criminal lot of scum. You ready with my intro music? How about from Flight of the Valkyries? Richard Wagner, Ride of the Valkyries. Let's come in with something we haven't had in a while. And we will go ahead and play that for you. Oh. It's Al-Qaeda! Run for the hills! Ah! Police in black uniforms grabbing everybody's children. Save me from Al-Qaeda! Help me! Help me! Take all my rights away! Take my pension funds! Take them! It will battle Al-Qaeda! I love the government! Government's like, that's right, you love the government. I'm just glad we got a great leader like George W. Bush. This hour I'm brought to you by Horizon Organic Yogurt. Power-packed energy. What keeps me going? That's a joke. One time I was out somewhere and had some orange juice or cranberry juice. I was Snapple at last year in New York. Somebody gives me a Snapple, and I drink it, not worrying if it's poison. I just like, ha. And I go, oh, and I see a camera on me, and I go, delicious Snapple. That's what keeps me going. And it was like, Alex Jones funded by Snapple. He's owned by the company that owns him and everything else. No, that's a joke. I would like Horizon Organic Dairy Products as my sponsor, though. All right. I've gone insane after 4 hours of broadcasting.